Okay, y'all, I have a good one for you today. Let's just get into it. I've been reading the book of Matthew 11 today, more specifically, and I got a revelation. Matthew 11 was talking about Jesus and John the Baptist. Now, we hear about many of the greats in the Bible, but you rarely hear anything about John the Baptist from others. But in this chapter, John the Baptist was declared by Jesus as one of the greatest. So basically, this is how the chapter goes. John the Baptist, through John's disciples, asked Jesus, "Are you the one to come?" And in so many words, Jesus said, "You see it, the people being healed, the demon-possessed being delivered, and so on and so forth." And then he begins to preach a message about John to the people. So Matthew 11 and 10 is what stuck out to me the most. And it states, "This is the one of whom it is written, I will send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you." So Jesus declared John a prophet, but he's also declared a forerunner. Now let's see what forerunner means. A forerunner is defined as a person or thing that precedes the coming of development of someone or something else. So the revelation came in that I realized we are all forerunners, but what are you making room for? What are you making way for? Everything that we hear and we see is making room around us, but what is it making room for? I believe one of the purposes of John the Baptist was to make room for Jesus and to show the world how to make room for the Messiah, no matter the cost. Are you preparing the way for the Lord? How are you doing it? And not just for the world, but are you preparing the way for the Lord in your life? Because Jesus is coming through, and it's our job to remind the enemy that Jesus is coming back, but we also are supposed to put the world on notice. And no, not all of us are called to do it the same way that John the Baptist does it or did it. That's what God has his apostles, his pastors, his evangelists, his called. That's their job. That's what they are there to do it for. Not everybody can do it like God has called certain people to do it. I encourage you in your quiet time to ask God, how do you make room for the Lord Jesus in your life and make your mark in the world with letting them know that Jesus is coming back? Ask God to clear the pathway in your life so that there are no hindrances in Jesus' entrance in your life. We are all forerunners, but how are you preparing the way for the Lord? It's just something to think about. Y'all have a blessed one.